Hello everyone, my name is Prajwal and I'll be walking you through my project which I have created for this hackathon. So right now what I'm showing you is the GitHub repository for the hackathon project that I've made. It contains all the code and all the files that is required. And it also has a README. And I would like you to actually read through this because it has a lot of like technical information that I may have not put in the document. So if you would like to view the actual result from the project, please click on this link and it'll open up this website. What this website has is it has a bunch of 3D graphs which represent semantic maps of all the different long responses from the long response questions. So from the survey, there are many questions which are open-ended, or like where you choose something that is outside the options. For those open-ended questions, for those long response questions, or like just open-ended ones, what I have done is I've made it really easy to understand, like what the people have actually said qualitatively. So, for example, for this question, the code generated two different clusters. That was the optimal configuration, apparently. And what you can see is how some people may have talked about like how they've been born in Canada. Some people may have been talking about like their history and then stuff about like how they're proud. And over here, there's some more like critical opinions about Canada, um, like more like nuanced topics. So it kind of breaks it down into different clusters and also to nearby points. They're like similar and related. And it's similar to other graphs as well. This is about one word for Canadian. As you can see, some of them are bigger. That's because they have been more frequently mentioned, such as nice has been mentioned 17 times. Proud has been mentioned 50 times. As you can see over here, this is about like more about democracy and sovereignty. Over here, it's about like how people don't have any idea. This is more about like some complicated ideas of what they mean, even though it's not like one word. This is more about like heritage, immigration, inclusion. Over here, it's about how Canada might be crumbling, etc. And these are also all similar. And the point about this is to better understand as like a summary of like all the long response questions, like be able to holistically understand the data. And I believe that this project helps with that because it's not just about like numbers and stuff. I feel like it is useful to look at the data as a whole to see how it's connected with each other and to see how the people have like responded. And it's like a really easy way to understand in a quick way to take a grasp of like what people really think instead of like using lots of like number based data. You can also look at the long response data. And in the future, this could be used as like in a VR headset as well, but I did not have time to make that happen. But that's what I was thinking. This could be used as a VR. It could be used on a headset, and you can like look around and like grab different points and stuff. And I feel like this is really useful, and I think I would definitely use this, and it really like represents all the different complicated ideas that people might talk about. And you can also see generally like how people think about them, and you can like see how many people are talking about related points to them as well. Thank you.